Of course, a lot of people think odors, you have a tendency to say odors, it smells bad, but it's not a big deal. The reality is that, yeah, sometimes it smells bad and it's not a big deal, but you have some odors that are not very friendly to you, and they are going to make you nauseated, and they are going to make your life a little bit miserable. And obviously, these odors are very, very low level. Take hydrogen sulfide. It's a fairly nasty odor. It's not going to explode in your face. It's not going to, make you drop down dead. But if you have to smell that all year round, not very pleasant, and I put some of the effect that you can expect, it's going to make you, you will have vomiting. Do I have that next maybe? Yeah. It's going to irritate your throat, cough, chest tightness, drowsiness, mood change, decreased ability, that decrease as the odor ceases, some behavioral change. They may trigger, of course, asthma, hypersensitivity, depression, stress-induced illnesses. It depends on how intense the odor is. It also, how long is the odor. You can have a bad odor for a few minutes, for 15 minutes, for maybe one day. But if it's day after day after day, all day long, it's going to cause some problem. It's not going to make your stomach rupture, but I've been to some toilets where just looking at the toilet was not very friendly, and then, I step back, and I step all the way where I think I can reach. And sometimes that was not long enough. So then there was the wall of the toilet. And this is another thing that I shouldn't be telling you. But, so odors it can be a very serious problem. It depends how intense and how long. Next. Okay, then we were going to go to health. Any questions about the chemicals?
How many of them are in our area?
How many what?
Chemicals.
You can see.
All of them are in our area?
They are everywhere.
Okay.
Chemicals are everywhere. You look here, you probably have some of the chemicals
no, I'm
coming
saying,
from the...
are they, that's the level that we have in the Bayou Corne area, or are
Yes,
there?
let's go back.
Okay.
Backspace. You see the
That's
first column, average PPB, you have the compound,
Okay.
average PPB in the Bayou Corne area.
That's the Bayou Corne area, okay.
And I took all the results that I could find until third week of November. Now, if you go to the website of DEQ, they do a very good job. They put everything there.
I don't do computers.
It's a forest, so you have to go find everything. And I think we found everything that was there. I may have missed a few here and there, but once you get, it's not that difficult in the computer. You are going to find a table with all the results. You put them in an Excel file, and they all like in a table. And then Excel is nice because next page you have the pivot table where you are going to put the chemical. It figures out the smallest, the highest, the average, and even the standard deviation. It's a very, very... some of these things I'm not too sure what they mean, and I'm just drop the word because it sounds good.
Sounds complicated.
Yeah, it sounds complicated, and I think it's complicated, and I'm not sure I understand everything. But so it's fairly easy, finally, with the computer to digest and process all the results. The 3,900 samples, it's 3,900 samples. On each sample, you have seen the list of chemicals that was there.
So based on what we see up there, would you say that the air we're breathing at Bayou Corne is not causing any ill effects?
In your opinion, no.
These are the facts. Now, if you ask me, I would prefer to be in Bayou Corne than in a busy intersection in Baton Rouge.
Okay, thank you.
But that's it's up to you. You make up your mind. You have the numbers here, and you have the comparisons.
But you're the expert and we're not, so we're listening to you, so we need a little input, like Baton Rouge is worse than it is here as far as breathable chemicals.
Yeah, so
I would add, but that's also something I shouldn't add. It goes beyond the chemicals in Baton Rouge. And I'm not going to go any further.
Yeah,
Okay.
What about long term in Bayou Corne?
Long term in Bayou Corne, you can
I
see,
mean, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you just stay there and live there.
you can see benzene, 3 parts per billion is okay year round.
If it fluctuates, so
Yeah, well, the fluctuation, that's why we put the range, 0.07 to 0.54, the highest that I could find in what I found. So let's suppose that it was the highest. The highest would be 0.54 all the time, much lower than 3. My opinion, stay away from Baton Rouge, stick to Bayou Corne. But that's my opinion, the facts are here.
Amen, bro.
okay, understood.
Okay. So we go to health concern. First, the health concerns. There too, I'll present you some of the facts, then you have to interpret what they mean. If you ask me, I'll give you my impression. But it's just my impression. In 68 years, I've been wrong so many times. I quit counting.
I'm 71, I've never made a mistake.
Ah, you see? You know why? Because you are in Bayou Corne, maybe. And I'm breathing all that air from the polluted cities. I don't know.